Hi everyone, welcome back to our English enrichment lessons for grade 2 with teacher Rick. And we're going to start this new year by learning a little bit more about where we live. So about our home, right? So you probably already know this word. So home is where we live with our family, where we sleep, where we eat, where we play, and where we are together with our family. So that is our home. Home. Let's just have a look at the word here. So home. H-O-M-E. Home. Home. Let's just practice the word. Okay, repeat after me. Home. Good. One more time. Home. Good. That's it. So home with a long O, right? Home. And there is an expression we say that home sweet home. Home sweet home. Because home is a place where we feel safe, where we feel good, we have our family, we are protected, and we like our home. So we say home sweet home. Home sweet 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 home. So sweet, like with sugar, that is nice to eat, right? So home sweet home. Let's just practice this phrase, okay? Repeat after me. Home sweet home. Good. One more time. Home sweet home. Good. Very good. Well done. And so home is also a shelter. Shelter. So a shelter is a place that protects us, that keeps us safe. Okay, so a shelter. We feel safe, we are safe from the rain, the wind, the storms, animals attacking. We are safe from the hot sun. Okay, so we call this a shelter, a place where we are safe and protected. So our home is a shelter because it protects us from the rain, the hot sun, the storms, the lions, the tigers, right? We feel safe. It's a shelter. Shelter. Let's just have a look here at the word, okay? Shelter. 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 So remember, a shelter is somewhere you can feel safe and protected. Your street, it starts raining, you look for shelter, somewhere where you feel protected and safe. Okay? So that's a shelter. And our home is a shelter, right? So now let's just practice the word. Repeat after me. Shelter. Good. One more time. Shelter. Good. So shelter, where we feel safe and protected. So now we're going to see different types of homes. People can live in different places. Okay, so let's start by going way, way back in time. So a long, long time ago, people lived in caves, in a cave. So at that time, there were no houses, and people were still living in the wild and hunting animals, and they looked for shelter in a cave. A cave. So this is a cave where you can go inside and no rain, no sun, no animals. You feel safe. Okay? So let's just have a look at the word here. Cave. C-A-V-E. Cave. Okay, don't forget the V at the end. Cave. Cave. Let's practice. Repeat after me. Cave. Good. One more time. Cave. Okay, that's it. So a cave. Long time ago, prehistoric men lived in caves. Okay? Now let's see another type of home or house. Okay? We're going to see now the hut. Hut. You already know this word from last year. Remember, a hut, like Pizza Hut. A hut, H-U-T, hut. A hut is a small house, okay? Sometimes made of bamboo or made of wood. And it's small. And sometimes people have huts in the farms or in the fishing villages, or to live, or to put their tools, to store their tools, okay? So we can call this a hut. Let's just practice the word. Repeat after me. Hut. Good. One more time. Hut. Okay, that's it. We can also call this a shack. So a shack is also a small house. Okay, a shack. S-H-A-C-K. Shack. Shack. So pretty much the same thing as a hut. Okay, a small house, sometimes made of wood or bamboo or something like that. So let's just practice the word. Okay, repeat after me. Shack. Good. One more time. Shack. Okay, that's it. Very good. So a shack, like a hut, a small house. Sometimes you can see that countryside, farms, fishing villages, or in the cities, in poor areas. People don't have a lot of money, so they just build a little shack or a hut. Now we're going to see a normal house. Okay, house. So a house, you can call house all the other different types of places where people live, but usually we use house for a house for one family. Okay, not a big building. That's a different word. When you have just a house with one family living there, we call it a house or a town house if it's in the city. A town house. Okay? Let's just see the word here. Okay? House. H-O-U-S-E. House. House. Let's practice. Repeat after me. House. Good. One more time. House. Okay, very good. So a house, or you can also call it a town house. If it's a house in the city with houses next one to the other, okay? But usually you have just one family living in the house. So we can call these town house. Town house. T-O-W-N-H-O-U-S-E. Town house. Let's practice. Repeat after me. Town house. Good. One more time. Town house. Okay, that's it. Very good. So a town house. Usually when you have houses next one another. Okay. Now, if you live in a tall building with many houses, many families, many people living in, we call that an apartment. Apartment. Okay, so apartment is when you have a tall building, and in each floor you have different apartments, and in each apartment you have one family. Okay, so we call this an apartment. For example, I live in an apartment. It's a tall building with many floors, and I live in one apartment there. Okay, so let's just have a look at the word here, apartment. 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 Okay, let's just practice the word. Repeat after me. Apartment. Good. One more time. Apartment. Okay, that's good. Just one more time because this is a long word. Okay, let's practice just one more time. Apartment. Okay, that's it. Very good. So, an apartment. We can also call flat. So, it's the same thing. Apartment or flat. Same. Okay? Let's just have a look at this word here. Flat. Simple, short, flat. 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 Let's practice. Repeat after me. Flat. Good. One more time. Flat. Okay, that's it. So a flat or an apartment. Okay, it's the same thing. Same. So now we're going to see just 2 or 3 more types of houses, but very big houses for rich people who have a lot of money. So they can live in a very big house with a big garden, swimming pool. So we call this a villa. Okay, so it's a house, but it's very big and rich, and with a swimming pool and gardens and parks. Okay, for rich people. So we can call this a villa. Okay, VILLA. Villa. Let's practice. Repeat after me. Villa. Okay, good. One more time. Villa. Okay, that's it. Very good. So a villa. So it's like a house, but a very big house and very rich. Now another special house we can have is the house where kings and queens live. So kings and queens live in a palace. We call that a palace. So it's a very beautiful house, very big, and it's usually for kings, queens, or princesses. Okay, we call that a palace. Let's have a look at the word here. PALACE. Palace. Now let's practice the word. Repeat after me. Palace. Good. One more time. Palace. Okay, that's it. So a palace where the king and the queen live. Now another place we have a lot of that in Europe. Here, not so much in Thailand, but in Europe, a long time ago, there were the castles. A castle is a house that it is fortified to protect. So for war, if you need to defend yourself, okay? So they have big and strong walls. Sometimes they have cannons, guns, so that if they're attacked, they can protect themselves. So we call this a castle, usually made of stone to be strong, okay? And sometimes the kings and queens also lived in castles. Let's just have a look here at the word, okay? Castle. C-A-S-T-L-E. Castle. Here, attention, the T is mute. You don't say the T, okay? The T is there, but you don't say it. You just say castle, castle. Let's practice the word. Repeat after me. Castle. Good. One more time. Castle. Okay, that's it. Very good. So, castle. Very strong walls made of stone to protect the king and the queen. And so these are the different types of houses or homes, okay? So remember, home is wherever you live, okay? So is where you live with your family, where you eat, where you sleep, okay? And where you're sheltered from the rain and the storms. So that's home. And then you can have different places, different types of home, different types of houses. So the house is usually just one family, maybe just 2 or 3 floors, okay? And if it's a big building, a tall building, you have the apartments, okay? Apartment or flat. And you can have small shelters like a hut or a shack. And you can have big houses like a villa for very rich people, or a palace for the king and the queen, or a castle for the king or the queen too, to protect the lords of that land, okay? So this is all for today, for this week. Tomorrow we will learn a little bit more about the house and the different parts we have in the house, the walls, the roof, the door, the windows. So we're going to learn a little bit more about that next week with another video. So bye bye, have some fun, and we will see each other again next week with another video. Bye bye.